Alright, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Shemi Shai, Hashem Kodash. The honors unto the apostles and the elders, a great mission that surely do well. Peace and blessings unto the Arkham, and that surely four corners of the world that continue to push this word. In all sincerity, and with all diligence, this is Martin from Trinidad Campus, coming through the Spirit and the power of the Lord. To one of the lessons to edify the Lord's flock, and this one, what we call devolution, which is the opposite of the word evolution, and it means let me go down. Let's see what it means first. It says transference of rights, powers, property, or responsibility to another, especially the surrender of powers to the local authorities by a central government. The second meaning is retrograde, which nice one dealing with retrograde. It says see retrograde entry 1, sense 2, degeneration. The reason why let's get this with retrograde. It says sense 1 says tending towards in a worse or previous state. So it basically you're going back to a state that you was in before, or going back to a worse state. You evolve into a better state, and then you're going back to the previous state that was actually wicked, because that is how we were at once. We started off being wicked men, and then we got the truth and become a new man in the house shy. After learning the truth, starting to practice the law, starting to practice what we used to do back then, and then some men devolve. Because devolution is a process of devolving. It says when you go down to the word, to the etymology of the word devolve, it says borrowed from medieval Latin devolution, or devolution, devolutio. Probably that's how they pronounce it in Latin. Passage of time, passing down of a task, transference of legal proceedings, from Latin devolu, variant stem of devolvere, to roll something down in a passive voice, sink or fall back. It says becomes subject to be passed down to an A. It says to sink or fall back. It says more are devolved. When you look up the word devolve, it says we go to the meaning. Right, it says go straight to the point. Sense 3 says to degenerate through a gradual change or evolution. So over a period of time, you become degenerate. You devolve into a worse state or the previous state, and that is what we trying to avoid as bending the truth, coming out, learning the truth, going out onto the highways and the byways and prophesying, trying to wake up the people, and then eventually going back into the old state, that previous state, which was a worse state. And the Lord said it will be worse it will be worse with you than how it was before. The state that you end up in after falling out of the truth, it's gonna be worse than how you were before you enter the truth. and the punishment going to be greater. It says Matthew 12 verse 43. It says, when the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, the unclean spirit talking about the demons that we rid ourselves of. When we learn about the truth, we stop you stop eat pork, you stop eat wild meat, you stop lying up here, you stop revel, you stop commit adultery, all these different things, you stop celebrate Christmas, you stop celebrate your birthday, all these demons that you get rid of. It says, when the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none. Then he said, I will return into my house, from whence I came out, and when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished. So you see that man clean. But you're gonna come back seeking rest there. That is why you have to continually. It's a continual fight with these who are trying to get in your head. And the moment you slip up and you say, well, you can't do it no more, they will overwhelm you, and then they will actually end up right back where they were at once. It says, verse 45, then quit he, and taketh with himself seven other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. The last state talking about when the seven other spirits come back. So it basically saying it's more spirits than how much it had at the beginning. At the beginning, they talk about one, and then in the end, it's seven other spirits. So basically, what it said is that you're going to become more wicked. You're going to become more degenerate than how you were at once, how you were at the first state. It says, even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation. And that is what we're trying to avoid. We don't want to devolve. We want to evolve and not evolve as we as what Darwinism teach, but evolve or change into better men. As scripture says, the renewing of your mind through the word. So we change for better. We're not going back, to the old man. We're not going back to wickedness. We're not learning righteousness and going back to wickedness, because the end not gonna be good. So Luke 12 verse 47, it says, and that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. But he that knew not, and did commit things worthy of stripes, shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given of him shall be much required, unto whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the most. So you waking up to the truth, the Lord basically letting you know his will. While in the truth, you're learning that the Lord is about to come. You have to prepare yourself. Make sure your garment white, make sure you're unspotted from the world, because the Lord is going to come and bring out judgment. So if you know the Lord will and you prepare yourself, and make your garment white and clean, and you purify yourself from the world, you change, and the Lord come and meet you unprepared. Basically, you're going back into the world. Then you're going to be beaten with many stripes. Your judgment going to be soar than or worse than those that didn't know, you know. So as I was saying, as the scripture said, the first state, not the last state, is worse than the first. Okay, let's read over 48. It says, "But he that knew not," talking about them that in the world they that hadn't received the truth and did commit things worthy of stripes, meaning the wickedness that the folly that they do, shall be beaten with a few stripes. So they're gonna get a lesser judgment than you. You know, this this last piece up here. This Hebrews 12 verse 8, it says, "Now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him." And that drawback is basically a falling back. You're sinking into that. You're sinking into that state that you once fighting to get out of, which is that wicked state. It says, "But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him." Meaning, you're not going to be fit for the master's use. But we are not of them that we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul. So you can't draw back. Anytime you draw back, anytime you fall back, anytime these several other spirits enter into your soul, then you're gonna be marked for destruction. But of them that believe to the saving of the soul. So we want to be them, and we want to be those that actually receive the crown at the end. Fight to receive the crown at the end. Fight and hold on. And the scripture says, "Hold fast to that which thou hast." Hold on to what we have, which is in truth, and strive for it unto death. So that I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh Shai. The balance of the apostles, the elders, a great mercy that surely will well. Peace and blessings unto the outcome. Surely four corners of the world. Until next time, this is Martin saying Shalom.